Yo guys, welcome back to another Danmachi Memoria Freese video. Okay, so we're doing Record Buster today, and before we get into this, this is the early stages of this team. I went over this with the stream last night. If you were there, thanks for showing up. If you weren't there, I hope to see you today when I stream Genshin Impact live at 8 PM GMT over on Twitch. Link in the description. But these are the early stages of this team. I know whatever score I have now, or whatever score I get in this video, I can improve somewhat. I need to figure out how I can rearrange this or tweak it so that I can use the Haruhime. But as things stands, I kind of need the Fina for the magic buff removal as well as the AoE and single target damage reduction. Because without that, I seem to really be struggling for survival. I don't have enough Valis to upgrade all of my anklets to level 90. That's just not a thing that's going to happen currently. But like I said, this is not going to be the final score that I get. This is a step in progression as to what I'm at so far. And hopefully you guys either enjoy it, learn from it, or, you know, just want to kill some time, but kill some time with me. Thank you for being here. Anyway, right, let's get into it. Hopefully I don't mess up the rotations. Hopefully it's not an auto battle because I really don't want to screw it up. Okay, it's not an auto battle. That's great. Good start. I will try not to make this video too long. I don't want you sitting here or skimming through a 20-minute video when it literally could just be 10 minutes, if that. So we're gonna just run these skills over. No, we need to swap that back because I need to extend this for the magic resist debuff. Keep in mind, Riveria removes buffs with her SA, so you need to reapply those. If you didn't know that, you probably already do, seeing as Record Buster's been out for a day already. But the problem I'm having is I think I need to waste like 3 turns in the beginning without using any skills with Ryu. Because later on when I apply the Haruhime buffs and everything like that, Ryu runs out of MP before she ever gets a chance to be useful. And that's pretty sucky. So what we want to do is we want to make sure we waste the turn. Later on, right? So later on, I had an issue where I ran out of MP with Ryu. So what I want to do now is I want to bring those 3 turns where I have no MP, and I can do something about that in team building in the future, which I will do. Like I said, these are early stages for me. But for now, what I want to do is I want to bring those 3 turns of not having any MP and bring them forward to these turns in the rotations, because she has no need to do anything else, because there's no point. Okay, look at it this way. There's no point doing her damaging abilities just yet when later on she has more buffs still applied. So we'll do more damage later on. So it's better to have normal attacks. Sorry, I'm just trying to word my thought process there. It's better to have the normal attacks now when she's not got those buffs, instead of wasting the damage later on when you've got buffs but no MP to use skills. That's what I was trying to say. Wow, that was... Honestly, you'd think I didn't speak English, or English wasn't my first language. Okay, right. It's good that we're not guarding just yet. We don't want to take 0 damage. 0 damage means 0 counters. We always want counters. Counters add up to a lot of damage. So we're just going to do that again. This is probably, like I said, early stages. I'm saying I'm going to keep reiterating that for you guys that are going to try and nitpick at what I'm doing here. These are early stages. I will progress from here. If you do have some advice, some constructive criticism or advice, drop in the comments. I'm always happy to learn. But this is my thought process for now, as why I'm doing doing the things I'm doing. All right. I should have. No. I can get away with the couple of turns of Yasuga before I have to Sheikah. Right, so she's going to SA, so I'm going to Yasuga again. And right, we're going to do this last turn of no skills from the Ryu. And then that should be it. We should be fine if I'm smart with my, what skills I'm using. And I use her skill 2 instead of her skill 3 until like turn 10. Then we should be good. I just have to basically keep track of how much MP she has and do a little bit of mental maths to see if she'll be okay. I suck at maths. Honestly, I suck so hard at maths. Let's reapply these buffs because they're gone. Let's check how long for these debuffs. That's sweet. We're all good. I can indeed Sheikah. Everyone is full health. Not a problem at all. I mean, I do love that the newer units are buffing their damage as well as their element type. It's such a huge thing to have. It's gonna be this specific Record Buster team that I've been working at for a while now to try and put together, because a friend of mine gave me some advice. He said it's better to have one working Record Buster team that you can just take for all Record Busters and get at least a semi-decent score than to try and have multiple different Record Buster teams, because you're always going to be behind. So it's better to just work on one team, which is what I'm currently doing. And I nearly have the makings of a complete team, but unfortunately in this scenario, I am missing somebody that can remove buffs, which kind of sucks, because unlike most people that have the typical light Record Buster team, you know, pretty much covers everything within those 3 DPS units, I do not have that. And I don't know if I'll have that, or if they're going to release a Record Buster unit that does something similar to, say, last year's New Year's Anya, you know, where they debuff element resistance, remove strength and magic buffs. Like, Anya is such a beast. Like, even like what, she's coming up to a year old now, and I honestly still think she's relevant as hell. I think maybe damage-wise, she might be lacking now compared to, you know, the newer units, but that's a given because of, like, well, the main thing in this game is power creeping, which means the bar is always increasing on how much damage units are going to do, which means that newer units are always going to have like higher base stats, higher percentage modifiers on their skills, and there's not much you can really do about that. But Anya has held up immensely well for a unit as old as she is. I will say, after this, you'll notice I have 3 SAs stacked up. Now, I have to SA with Haruhime here, otherwise at the end of this turn I'm going to get overflow. Now what I mean when I say overflow is I'm going to fill the SA gauge bar full, so it's going to be at 4 SAs, and then I will still have a couple of moves, or at least one move left over to potentially have filled up that gauge even more. So what we want to do is we want to use that SA to allow more space to be allocated for that build bar to be filled up without wasting any skills. So we're going to reapply all these buffs again. I know it's kind of sucky having to reapply buffs on a turn that we're getting a Haruhime SA, but it is a given. You know, the buffs are necessary. It's kind of sucky, but it's true. This is where it's going to start getting a bit RNG-ish for me. Like, it could be hit or miss. Even with all of my defensive buffs, it could still work out pretty harsh for me, depending on RNG. If I guard, if she crits, if she pens, it may throw my rotations out of whack. Alright. So, alright, we're back up to 3 SAs. I actually should and probably can Sheikah this turn and then double SA. Right, hear me out, right? Ryu's SA damage is shite. It's not good at all. It's terrible. She's going to do like 400,000 damage, if that. But she is going to give an additional 20% damage to my Riveria this turn, as well as giving an additional 5% damage overall to single target attacks, which includes Riveria's SA. So I'm calling it worth to sacrifice this one SA. I may have to test it later on to see if I'll do this same rotation later on, like off video, and see if doing just flat out 3 individual Riveria SAs will score me higher. Like I said, early stages right now. We're still in the method stage where I want to see what's going to work and what's not going to work. And one of the main reasons I do it this way is because I encourage you guys to do the same thing. Don't just be happy with what you've got. If you think you can tweak things around and do better, do better. This is the fun part of the game, the thinking part of the game. Well, for me anyway. Where are we? Oh yeah, Sheikah. Okay. That's what I wanted. I wanted to check how many turns of. Okay, so 3 turns of that debuff. So we good? We good? We are indeed good. So we can Sheikah. We can get the double SA. We can remove the magic buff if she reapplies one. I'm gonna skip the SA animations because it's 550. I mean, that's still bad, but like it's higher than she's done before. 2 mil? Okay, I will take it. I will take it. See, if I can figure out a way to keep my Wind Haruhime on this team and not die, because she is the one that keeps dying because I can't remove the, you know, obviously I lose the 20% damage reduction from Athena as well as the ability to remove the magic buff. So I take substantially more damage and someone always dies. I need to figure out what I can do to have Haruhime on the team. So like forgo giving up, forgo removing the magic buff, sorry, and still have her on the team. Maybe I'm trying to have my cake and eat it too, but it is what it is. Do I have additionals? I should have additionals still. I have not done Naffle. Okay, 2 turns of additionals. That is sweet. Yeah, we're good. Ryu especially, like Ryu is +4 and she's taking so much more damage than the other units. That's, I mean, even Fina is +4 and I think she's taking less damage. Please, please don't screw me. Please don't screw me. Okay, so we're good. We're good. You know what it was? It's like semi-PTSD situation. Last night on stream, basically what happened was, oh, I can do one more of these. And then 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I can double LSA right now. And yeah, I can Yasuga here just to make sure everyone stays healed. And then I'll Sheikah next turn. So I should be okay. Alright. Yeah, I'll do this. Last night on stream, it was like I got there and there was always one unit that didn't guard, or she got a pen or a crit and they just like got caked on turn 12 SA. So hopefully we're just like fingers crossed for the best here. Come on, let me skip the SA animation. 1.7 mil on its own. I am okay with that. I'm very okay with that. I mean, Riveria is such a great unit. I mean, like in this game, power creep happens so quickly. Like you can have a unit for a month and they just be irrelevant, or at least not as relevant as the newer units, which is obviously a given and is going to happen eventually. I just don't like how fast it happens in this game. But Riveria is a few months old now, and she's still holding up. And like I said, Anya is nearly a year old and she's still holding up. I like and appreciate units that do stand at least some of the test of time. It's great to see that there are some units that can do it. Unfortunately, not all of them. Obviously, it doesn't help that when the devs decide to do a balance pass on these units or older units, they make sure that they don't get buffed enough to match up with the current units. I know it's a business strategy, but it's like it's kind of messed up. Okay, I literally scored just 800k less than my best run. So sucks. This is where I'm at right now. I am going to keep trying and rearranging the team to score more, score better, do better, and hopefully at least hit 400 mil. Hopefully, like that's my aim for this one. Like I ain't trying to get like top 50 or anything. Got to be realistic in your goals here. I just want to try and hit 400 mil, and I think it's possible. If I can get Haruhime on the team without having to force myself to remove the magic buff from Riveria, there's got to be a way I can do it, and if I can, I'm pretty sure I can hit 400 mil. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please rewind, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're not. Social media links are in the description. I am streaming tonight, as I said before, Genshin Impact over on Twitch, link in the description at 8 PM GMT. So I will probably post another video 10 minutes before I go live. So if you've not done it yet, hit the bell, get the notifications for when I upload. I do upload daily with the odd day missed here and there, but for the most part, it's daily. But yeah, I love you. And let me get my finger on the button here so I can get my outro. I love you, and I'll catch you later.